I got my lunch packed up, my boots tied tight. I hope I don't get in a fight. Oh, back to school, back to school.
That is a classic. Like, never gets old classic. But hello, welcome back. And how you guys doing? Happy fall, y'all. How you doing, Steve-O?
Yeah, I don't know about happy fall, but yeah. Happy fall, Carol. Happy fall, Sean. It's officially upon us.
I'm muted again. It is.
Dude, one of these times you're going to nail it. One of these times I feel it in my bones. You're going to nail it. You're going to nail it.
It's having too many mute buttons. Too many.
I believe in him.
Too many mute buttons. I got one here. I got one in here. I got one over here. Man, too many.
Yeah. It was quicker. It was quicker this time. But how's everyone doing this week? Good.
I mean, the fall piece is not my vibe.
No,
I'm in mourning. I don't know if you noticed. This is my funeral outfit for the death of summer.
I was picking up some lumberjack vibes. Like I could feel that. So I thought you were digging fall because you got the vibe going on.
No, it's just sad.
Yeah, that's surprising. Sad. Why is it sad?
Well, there's good things about it, but it gets so early every year. Everything is earlier and earlier. In August, all the pumpkin beers are out. I don't want to sit out on a summer day and drink a pumpkin beer. So why? I don't know. It's just
like in August.
I feel like we jump ahead of ourselves too quick.
Yeah, we do that a little bit for sure. I definitely am with you. You don't want to see all the pumpkin crap out and all the crap in the store. Like they're already doing Christmas and shit like that. So I feel you, but I think for stay-at-home moms, when I worked, I didn't love the fall, but now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, it literally is like my New Year's. It's my New Year's, baby. Like it is a celebration. I get time back to myself. There's a influencer. Her name's Nikki Unplugged. She's really funny. And she created this video. It's like perfect. She was like, back to school is New Year's Eve for us stay-at-home moms. Yahoo! And she's so freaking right. Like could not be more spot on. I get time to myself now. The kids are in school. I get to work out more often. I'm like, my diet's on point. Like I'm like the master of my own little universe when the kids are in school. During the summer, they run me ragged and I'm just I'm just getting by. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm just getting by. So, but as a working dad, I can see how it wouldn't be as fun.
You don't get any credit for being a working dad. Working mom gets credit. Working dad is like the expected role, right? So, I mean, the fall for me is the end of summer, and the summer is my favorite thing. So once fall kicks in, there's that little bias in my head, and then you get into the kids are back in school, and now there's soccer practices every night. There's games all these different days of the week.
Right.
It's travel games. It's this. It's that. You still have some of the other stuff you were doing all year, different activities, school functions, homecoming. There's all these things the kids are getting all revved up for that you end up chasing them all around civilization while you still have to go to your job, still have to do all that stuff. And then it's cold outside.
Yeah.
It's getting cold.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, I think I enjoy some of the fall stuff, but I want to enjoy it in season. It's like when you go to the grocery store in December and you buy strawberries and you're like, why do these taste like fucking trash? Because they're out of season, right? I don't want to sit
out of season.
I don't want to be August 1st getting a pumpkin spice latte. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy pumpkin spice.
But
I'll put pumpkin spice creamer in my coffee. I will. I put it in there. I like it. I just don't want it in fucking August.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I get the early. I get that. That annoys, I think, a lot of people. But you sort of sound. This is also basic bitch season, and you sort of sound like you might have a diagnosis. You might actually. I know it's not what you want to hear, but you're sounding a little bit like Standard Steve.
Fuck. No. I might be a crybaby. A pumpkin spice crybaby could be accurate. but like one of these Han Solo looking women in a Starbucks trying to go get their fucking pumpkin spice latte. No, never.
They do look like Han Solo.
They do. They should rename the seasonal drink something cool like the Millennium Falcon or like the hazelnut Chewbacca latte, just because they all go in there with the same sleeveless vest, puffer vest, the boots, the riding boots. Yep. That's if you've got a little bit of money, you got riding boots.
Yeah. Well, if you're in Starbucks, I feel like you have a little bit of money because it's like $10 for anything to drink in there now. At least $10. Yeah. Like it's insane. You. But okay, so you don't go
because
to,
I have a Lumberjack shirt. No, just let me just clarify. Just because I have a Lumberjack shirt on, whatever, does not put me into some basic bitch category. Han Solo never wore flannel. I think that's the indicator is how much do you look like you're ready to pilot the Millennium Falcon.
Okay. It is questionable, though. I think that we should do a quick little quiz and see how basic bitch you are. Is it basic bitch if you're a male, or is it like basic bro? Like,
well, you just made it up for me. You called me Standard Steve. So
Standard Steve.
I hope that doesn't stick because that's
perfect.
Yeah.
I knew you would love that one.
Maybe I should make up the nickname for myself and then it would be cool.
No, you can't do that. That's like a rule. Yeah. That's a rule if you give yourself a nickname. And that might be a basic bitch syndrome or symptom as well as if you're giving yourself nicknames. Like, that's
not on your quiz you're about to give me, I'm sure. Nice try.
No,
but go ahead.
It's not. I just thought of it. Okay, so you said you don't really drink Starbucks, so that works for you. You do like pumpkin spice, which to me feels like you at least get 5 points for being a basic bitch.
So we're keeping a tally.
That's like at the top. Yeah, I think I might have to write down.
How many points does it take to equal basic bitch? Is it is there a threshold I have to cross?
I think let's just say 25.
Jesus Christ.
And you've already gotten 5.
Pumpkin spice is 1 point.
No, it's like 5 points because it's like at the top. It's like it's got some weight to it. Now, I personally am like a recovering basic bitch. So there's still things about me that are very basic. I think we all have basic stuff about ourselves that we kind of like try to fight. But I'm trying to recover from it. So I will say that in the fall, I love me some Uggs. They're so comfortable.
Yeah.
You're a dude though. So I don't know if have you ever worn Uggs? Because that's a point if you have.
I was gifted Ugg slippers once upon a time that never left the house. I wore them in the house occasionally, but I also, as a dude, wore them until they were disgusting. Like they got so gross.
So you are basic.
They had to get burnt.
Yeah.
But I did own a pair of Uggs, technically.
Okay, so that's definitely a point. Like Uggs and pumpkin spice shit is right there, right up there.
I feel like this is rigged. I think you have this deck stacked against me, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Everybody knows it's rigged. Experience. Okay, the other one I feel like I have to change a bit because again, you're a dude. If you loved Taylor Swift and you're a female, then I'd be like, you're up there. But you're a dude, so it would be the cool thing to hate on Taylor Swift. So what are your feelings on her? Because I feel like if you hate on her,
this is a total fucking trap. I either like Taylor Swift and I get a point, or I hate Taylor Swift and then I'm just a basic dude, so I still get a point. That's what I'm talking about. It is election season too, so the fact that your quiz is rigged fits right in with the season. One more miserable piece of fall. A rigged quiz, rigged elections. You're trying to categorize me into this basic bitch shit.
I'm saying if you hate her and you make fun of her and you go out of your way to voice your opinion about her, then you get a point. If you like her and you're a dude, I'm okay with that.
I don't go. I do not like her, prefer her. I don't go out of my way to mention her because my stance on her would be she brings no nutritional value to anybody's daily life. So what's the point in even mentioning her, good, bad, or indifferent?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a lot of people that disagree with you, but if you're not tweeting things like that, she's like the demon or devil, then I think we can let that one slide.
I mean, she could be. She could be.
I don't think so. No. I mean,
She
look what
could
she's done for football. She's done so much for football.
Wasn't she like, wasn't there, was it like this was the Super Bowl where Travis was playing, right? And she
Yeah.
was up in the stands and somebody out there like was performing and they wanted to like thank the Lord or thank God or thank Jesus. And like, that was like part of their little like moment out there
Yeah.
at the halftime show. And they panned to Taylor when they like thanked the Lord and Taylor was just like, eh. Right. And
She was
so all
annoying.
the conspiracy people who are like, oh, she's actually the devil.
Oh,
They're like, see,
interesting.
and then
Yeah.
Ice Spice, or I don't know,
What
whoever
if
her
she
bestie
was
was up
just-
there with her, had an upside down crucifix on. So they were like, see?
Okay, I didn't see that. But
Yeah,
I mean,
go
she
back
could have
and
just been like farting. She could have just had the like let one fly. She doesn't mean she was like upset about the prayer. Like,
I don't know.
Who
I mean,
knows?
she's got kind of a negative ass quotient. So if she did fart, I don't even know if it would register for her body that it happened. It would probably just come out of her just like it just happened. It would make no impact to anybody or her, which you wouldn't even know it happened.
oh my God. It would just
I just
be
don't
like
see the value in listening to albums and albums and albums worth of music about boys breaking up with you because it's
Sure.
your relationship sucked over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
and
it's
over.
art. Get over it. All right, I'm
Is
going to
it?
move on.
Bad relationship skills. So do I get a point for that? I don't know. You
No,
kind of goaded me into
no.
talking shit about her.
I did. You did just talk shit about
Again,
her.
rigged.
So I'm going to give you like half point. I hope you're keeping score because I have no idea how many points you have right now.
I'm watching very closely what you're trying to do to me.
6.5 maybe points.
I have 2.5. Go ahead.
No. Okay. If you've ever referred to your basement as man cave, that's fucking pretty basic. That's basic bitch shit. Basic bro shit.
People have referred to it as that on my behalf, but I do not call it that.
You don't call it that. Okay. Fair enough. Pass on that. Have you ever officially dressed as Han Solo?
Nope. Nope. I've dressed as many things.
Oh my God.
Not Han Solo.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I have one. If you have anywhere in your house something that says live, laugh, love, dance like nobody's watching, or like blessed. Oh, this is us. Everyone has a whole freaking thing in their house. It's just like hashtag this is us. And it's like pictures and shit. If you have any of that stuff, you are definitely basic.
So if I were a bachelor living alone and I had those things in my house, you could attribute them to me, but I live with a family where none of the decorations have anything to do with me at all. So
Got it. So
even if I did have that, it would not be my
you
fault.
probably do. Got it.
I don't think we have that. We have a sign that says like many people have eaten here and few have died. We have something
That's
along
funny
those
though.
lines.
I don't know that I've ever seen something like that. That's not basic.
It's the dark comedy that keeps us together.
Have this used to say laugh, live, whatever the hell the saying is, love, laugh, live, whatever, live, laugh, love. But I thought it was cute because it's crossed out and then it just says don't be an asshole, which I think in life is just way better. So now it just says don't be an asshole. So it's kind of my favorite, but that's an example of how I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to change my basic bitchness.
That's your growth.
So
right.
That's a sign of me growing.
I think if any guy were to take this quiz from you and cop to walking into a Michael's and buying a live, laugh, love sign for his family's home or his own bachelor pad, by default, the answer to that question gives you the category basic bitch. You don't need to ask any more questions at that point.
I'm dying.
Game over.
Yeah. No, it's true. Okay, here's one that I think works for both men and female. If you take pictures of your food and put them on your Instagram or your social media and like hashtag delicious or like hashtag, now I can't make too much fun because I'm not gonna lie, on my Snapchat, I did take a picture of bacon and put it on my Snapchat. I didn't put it anywhere else, but I was really proud because I cooked it like so crispy, so perfect. It was actually hashtag delicious.
Delicious.
But cooking bacon properly is like being excited because you did Kraft mac and cheese correctly. Everybody can cook bacon.
No, that's not accurate. some people make it and it's so stringy. Oh, I'm going to throw up. It's so like flimsy. I like my bacon like crispy, almost burnt. Like set that shit on fire. Like I want it to crunch in my mouth. So I was just proud because it was so crunchy, but I would not put bacon on my Instagram. I wouldn't be like #delicious. Like, so.
All right. So
are you a foodie? Do you put weird?
I cook a lot. I like to cook. I do have copious amounts of pictures of the food that I have cooked in my phone photo album. I may have sent to friends or people directly just because. But posting on social media, no. Ever that I can think of. I don't know that I really do posts.
I have to do some research. Really. Okay, well then that
stalk my shit and see.
I am test for sure. I'm gonna do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's fitting. The people who run the rigged elections also do a lot of investigations against their opponents, so that's very fitting.
I think I'm still gonna give you half point because you don't post.
You get any deeper into the rigged nature of this quiz, I'm just gonna start calling you Kamala because this is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Oh, you probably see you don't post on social, so I can't get you here. But you know what's like so today's standards of basic bitch? Because basic bitch has been out since like 2016. It's been a long time. It's like been a well-developed term. But when girls are on the beach and they take a picture, their toes are in the shot or their knees, whatever, their body's in the shot, but it's like of the pool or of the ocean. Mm-hmm. And it's like having the best time. Like that shit. I'm like, okay, that's some basic stuff right there. No. But I can't imagine you did that. So,
no. But fun fact, tangent. In our last episode where I talked about breaking your sister's ankle as part of our budding romance, there is somewhere a picture of her poolside with a picture of her legs and feet with a swollen purple ankle. So that's fun.
That's like
that for a dude is probably like the opposite of doing
it. Yeah. Because she's like showing her. Usually, females will not purposely take pictures of like damaged. Like if I got a bruise, I'm not taking a picture of it and putting it on the fucking social media. But she was like, hey, look at my busted ankle that my future husband just gave me.
But I think for that, it should be like the opposite of me getting a point because I didn't do it, right? So I would get no points for that. But because I caused that to happen. Oh, no, we should subtract. That's absolutely a subtract.
No, that is not how math works.
That is actually how math works. I don't know about your rigged quiz, but math does work that way. Okay. I did go to public school, but I'm still pretty sure that's how math works.
I was so like sure of myself,
that's how and math
then
works.
I heard what I said, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Now who's the basic?
Not gonna stand.
That was your Jessica Simpson moment. I know it's chicken, but like, what is it really? Chicken of the sea?
Oh right? No. Okay, wait. Oh, I got you so good. Because we talked about this. I got you real good. Are you ready for this? Okay, so you have I am an astrology nerd. I like to read horoscopes. I believe in like certain signs being compatible. There's some truth to that stuff. But I think recently you've been dabbling in astrology and horoscopes and shit. And like you're coming to that side. That 100% is a basic bitch thing. Like you have to be in astrology to be a basic bitch. So tell me, Steve, how many horoscopes have you been reading this year? And do you change your plans according to what is happening? If Mercury is in the microwave, as me and my sister say, do you decide you're not going to do something?
Clearly you don't know about astrology because that's not a thing, what you just said. So yeah, okay. I have looked to learn about what all that is. Yes, I have.
And you like it though.
Do I adjust my
Don't play
plans?
This down.
I mean, no, I find it interesting. So I think for me, the overarching theme is, okay, let me just put the fucking point down now because you win. Okay, there's a point for that. For me, the overarching theme is I am bored by regular life. This shit doesn't make any sense to me. We're on a rock hurling through space.
We share it all. Yeah,
bunch of perverts and leading our government, and we're paying taxes. I don't understand. All this is just made up. Like we made this up, all of it. So what the fuck are we doing here? So I often find myself like exploring philosophical concepts or alternatives. What could the answers be? So yeah, have I looked into astrology? Have I looked into it probably more than most white women? 100%. Because if I'm going to do something, I'm going to beat it to death.
You got to do it. Yeah.
So yeah, I've looked into it. Have I adjusted my daily routines?
Not yet. It'll happen.
It is bizarrely accurate. I don't want to think that like I find it that way because I'm biased. I want to see it to be accurate, but there are a lot of things you find like, man, that person was a really, bullheaded, tough person to deal with, big ego, all that. It's like, oh, they were a Leo. And then you read like how a Leo operates and you're like,
but then they're all similar. Yeah.
All right. Or you meet a Gemini and you're like, that person's got like 5 personalities. And then you find out what a Gemini is.
Traits.
You're like, how many more? I should like keep a journal, like how many people fit right in that box, and they probably don't even realize it.
No, I'm with you. Absolutely. Like, and I'm not faulting you for it. I'm just saying it makes you a little basic. It makes me basic too. We share that. I believe in some of that stuff, but that is definitely like 5 more points. So I think you're at like 20.
Beyond the validity of any of these questions, you don't have any proper way of scoring. This is 5 points. That one was 10. Like your next question is going to be 50 points.
Yeah, I feel like that feels good. All right, I got one last dude one that I just thought of too. When men make I would say like a couple makes an announcement about being pregnant and having a baby come, there's this like, I feel like a lot of dudes will pretend like they're pregnant in the picture. They're like, I'm pregnant. And it's like them and their big belly, their fucking beer belly or whatever. Their dad bod. And so I feel like that is also pretty fucking basic. Did you do that?
So
you did.
No.
Nailed it.
Okay, first of all, you have inside information. You're going to score more points on this quiz from me because I'm married to your sister.
I know you.
And you know fucking everything than Nancy Pelosi makes in her stock trades. That's how much inside information you have. So
I just did insider trading. Is that what happened?
Absolutely. You probably have the picture on your fridge.
I don't, but I should next time you guys come visit.
That is a cliche, again, happy wife, happy life. If you're going to do birth announcements, if you're going to do gender reveals, right? Whether you secretly feel like it's fun and cool or not, if your wife or significant other does, you lean into it and you make it a happy wife, happy life. Cause that's, what I mean? You're only going to do one birth announcement per kid, I guess, unless you're really high maintenance, then you might do like, well, these are the ones we did for friends and family. And then we had a professional photographer come and we went to the beach and did that one for public consumption. Like there are those people, bougie, like over the top.
Yeah.
But do whatever makes you happy.
All right. Well, I think it's pretty obvious that you're a basic bitch and it's okay because we can go to meetings together. You don't have to be standard Steve all the time. Like you come in and out of it. But I really do want to search. I bet the internet has come up with something really good about basic bros and like what it takes to be one. So I might Google that later. But yeah, you're basic. You're basic. No,
we can agree to disagree with your rigged election. Electing me basic. I'm glad you find joy in this.
That was really entertaining for me.
Suffering and.
Yeah. Well, last episode you picked on me. You totally picked on me last episode. So now, I mean,
you were asking for
can't dish it out if you can't take it. Like
you were really asking for it.
Yo, I totally have to get the scoreboard so I could like digitally impose those in the video.
It would make no sense.
Because my back.
I know.
You would.
I had a hard time
to follow her scoring system.
That's the joke. I'll have like scores adding and then subtracting and then adding and subtracting, and the people will be like, "This makes no sense whatsoever."
It makes no sense.
You would need the whole Chinese alphabet. You would need the periodic table and the symbol for boron. Like to calculate whatever the hell she was just trying to do.
Yeah. Well, do me a favor. Just snap a picture of your notepad, whatever you were keeping track of. Send that to me.
I really, Rain Man in here to track that math.
That's funny as hell.
I enjoy the fall stuff. I just wish it came out in a more timely manner. I get why they do it. They do it because if they start selling you the pumpkin beer in August, they've gone through the entire stockpile by the time they're ready to bring out the Christmas beer right after Halloween. But we all know the Christmas beer comes out like October 1st. So they're doing that to make sure they get every single dollar out of the consumer they can get rather than make it fit with the season. The problem is if I wait till the official season to go get it, it's gone. Like a lot of it's gone. You'll have some of the stuff that you want around, but then it's like a scavenger hunt trying to find certain beers or certain foods or things that you go and get. I know what you're talking about.
I did. So I really like the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I think it's yummy. But yeah, I did see it in August and I'm like, I'm just not ready for that. And I did think to myself, man, I hope it's still here in October, like when I want to drink it. But you're right, it kind of goes through. And then by October, they have the winter lagers out and you're like, this sucks. Like, so I'm with you. Even the kids stuff, like my kids, we just bought their Halloween costumes, like super, super early, in my opinion, early September. And I'm like, okay, now we have to hold on to these costumes for over a month. And every day they ask me, Mom, is it Halloween today? And I'm like, oh my God, why do we start so early? No, not
Halloween's not next today. Quarter. Next quarter, kids.
Right. It's a lot. So it sucks though. I wish it was better because as soon as like October, like 31st hits, that's when they start playing the Christmas music on the radio and stuff. And I know
that's a whole other thing.
Not everyone.
Like I love Christmas music. I'll sit and listen to Christmas music, cook dinner, listen to it in the car. Yeah, it takes you to a happy place. It's like
but not too early.
Pro dad tip for all you people out there. If you have a wife who's being cranky, kids that are just bouncing off the walls, people are trying to get dinner ready, it's just a miserable evening, the dog's barking, there's just chaotic energy in the house and you just want to stop. Yeah. Turn on your Bluetooth
every
speaker
day,
and put on a Disney playlist. Play Disney movie songs that everybody knows.
Like a soundtrack.
And by the time you get to Moana, you will have totally reprogrammed everybody's mood in the house. They'll deflate like an old balloon and everything will be nice and cool.
That's actually genius. I do, because how can you be mad when like Hakuna Matata is playing in the background?
Correct.
Like you can't.
We've all been brainwashed by Disney as children to be happy when that's on. So
yeah.
And isn't that what they did to Wednesday Addams? I mean, to bring it back to Halloween and spooky stuff. Addams Family, Wednesday Addams, I think it was Family Values. They send them to summer camp and she's like evil Wednesday Addams. They lock her in like a hut where all she does is watch Disney movies until she comes out and she's smiling like a normal
And she's
kid.
like smiling. She like smiled and it hurt.
She's scaring me.
Like, yeah.
That's probably where I got the idea and it works. So that's weird.
Okay.
But pro tip,
we're going to try
follow me for more pro tips for manipulating people.
Family tips.
But you would think though, like as an adult, I wouldn't have a bias against fall, but it's like, I don't go to school anymore. So when I saw all the notebooks and the pencils and stuff in the store, why am I upset? Why am I getting triggered? Oh. Like if somebody walks through a pile of crunchy leaves, I'm like, oh God, it's like you're stepping on the bones of the trees. Like
you like never grew out of that. Yeah. I mean, you're accurate, but you never grew out of that childhood. Like, oh, school's almost here. Like you literally sound like you're still in school, but I will agree with you about the leaves. Only because I never cared about leaves falling or the crunchy sounds, or I always thought it was kind of cool. I remember as a kid like playing in them. But now that I own my own property and I have a couple of really big trees in my yard.
Landowner?
I hate how many leaves fall in my yard because I have OCD and I have to go outside. I have to pick up all the leaves and put them in bags and then put the bags on the sidewalk. And it's like, it's become like an everyday thing obsession, and I can't stop. I'm going to send Sean a picture of my yard so everyone can appreciate what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like a couple of leaves. I'm talking about like, I don't know, a lot, freaking a lot. So that part to me is sad for fall, that my yard's just covered in leaves and that I like it to be clean. So
I think a couple.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I just, well, it's just striking me as odd to hear a woman, no offense to women, but talking about like, I'm going out and doing all this yard work. I don't know. Like if you're stereotyping, like the chicks usually putter in the garden. Like, I got my flowers planted. I like the way this looks this year, this season, but they're not doing the grunt work of like cutting the grass, raking leaves, digging holes, all that crap. That typically. So to hear you talk about being out there raking leaves like a psychopath, either you're a psychopath.
It's bad. I am. That part I 100% admit. I am a psychopath about my yard being clean. There's too many damn leaves and it looks like garbage and I need them gone. So
what are you doing? How are you going out there?
I get a rake. I get a rake and I rake it in a pile and then I pick it all up. And to be fair, it is like working out because I'm doing squats as I'm picking up leaves and putting them in the garbage bag. But it takes me like all day sometimes. Or unless I quit, and then it takes me a couple days because then I have to take a break.
And like raking with a rake manually, like your back's not toast?
Yeah. No, because you squat, you don't bend. You squat, you gotta bend with your legs, not with your back. Squat down.
Like the act of raking. So you're
I probably look crazy.
Wait. I need to envision this now. So your neighbors are walking their dog and you're outside raking, and every time you sweep the rake, you're squatting. So you look like a lunatic. This is why people are shocked when women are talking about yard work.
No, I'm not squatting while I'm raking.
I rake
raking. A pile.
Got it.
No, I
you hate
rake
this
a pile.
Act. I understand why.
I put the rake down. And then I squat down, I scoop up leaves, I put them in a bag. That's the process.
Do you own a lawnmower?
Yes, of course.
Are you sure? Okay, so why don't you just run the lawnmower over the leaves and chop it up?
No, but it leaves, we have too many leaves for that. I'd either have to bag it, which I don't want to do, or there would still be remnants and there'd still be leaves and it'd be everywhere. Because even the lawnmower sometimes blows them around. It doesn't suck them up and eat them. So I don't need that.
So we could go down on like a lawn care rabbit hole, but like there's mulching. There's mulching blades for lawnmowers. You don't need to bag it. You can have the little chute on the side that just blows the clippings out. The mulching blade gets it up small enough.
Maybe
it actually feeds your lawn for the next season.
Do it better.
No thanks. I mean, I'll tell you what to do. I don't want to come like do it.
So I'm saying, like on a separate side convo, you can tell me what I need to do because it's quite a process, and it's quite an obsession on my part. But that's the only crappy side of fall is that I have to pick up all those damn leaves. Everything else, I think, is pretty amazing. I don't like pumpkin spice anything, so I get -5 points for being basic. You get +5 points. So, yeah, good enough. I will say though,
again with the rig. So you're like a territorial dad in the fall who, like when dads are like, oh, John's got his lawnmower running at 7 a.m. I have to run outside and cut my lawn too. That you,
does
but
happen.
With leaves.
That's a real thing. I don't let lawnmowers signal me to go pick up leaves, but I will say that I've noticed
it's like a dog whistle for old men. Right? The neighbor's lawnmower turned on. They're like, oh, no one else hears it.
Oh, I gotta get out there.
A boomer dad. He's like, get my New Balances. I have to go cut the grass.
Oh, that's another basic bitch thing. Do you have New Balances?
Yeah, no, there's basic dude stuff that's
totally it.
Sure.
No, but I agree with that. I will watch one guy start mowing the lawn and then it's like they all start coming out of their house and then everyone's mowing their lawn and you're like, what in the is this? Did they have a meeting? Did they agree that today at 10 a.m. we were going to get outside and mow the lawn? I don't know, but
no, it's instinctual.
It's like that fear
of cooked in. It's cooked into your DNA. Once you, when you're, that would be a good like determining test. Like if
It would.
Where I was just going to go, Sean would have to cut out of the episode, so we won't use that. I was going to say, on the spectrum of transgenderism, we could determine male and female based on whether or not you rev up a lawnmower and someone starts getting territorial. That's a dude. I don't care if they got tits or not.
They come out of their house.
That lawnmower gets you excited. You need to put on your New Balances. That's a dude.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we could use that.
That's really good.
I'll get fired, but it's true.
Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, no, it absolutely happens. It's such a middle class kind of subdivision thing to have happen. Like everyone just wants to have the best yard. It's like competitive, but it's really funny to watch everybody. Yeah, you don't want to be the shitty yard.
If you cut your own lawn, it's super territorial. It's a pride thing. But if you get to a level where like someone else cuts your grass for you, like, you have a nice lawn. But like if you walk outside amongst the guys that do their own yard work. Like if there was ever like a power scale of like who actually was the dominant lawn dad, it's not the guy that pays a service to come and cut his grass. Like you're a poser. That's true. You're a poser. You didn't figure out what to sprinkle on your grass.
No, you just enjoy your time doing other shit better. That's all.
Like I have a neighbor who built his own giant shed. It's like a baby house he built. He did it all by himself, every piece of it. Oh, wow. Roofing, shingles, siding, the whole nine. And then you look at that guy and you're like, that's a dude. Like he built that. That's amazing. He had some skills. That's cool. You give him points for that. If the next neighbor over gets the same shed and they just have some company come and build it or drop it off the back of a truck, you're like,
oh, sure.
I like their shed, but you're not giving them points, right?
No, right.
That's what
okay.
It's about.
So you have your own rig system. Okay.
No, that's like a real system with like actual scoring. Not your nonsense.
I think in this episode, we learned a lot. We learned that you're standard Steve and that you're going to work on it. And we're going to go to BB meetings, basic bitch meetings.
Basic bitch therapy.
Together.
Like deprogramming.
We're going to go to BB. Yep. And work on that. And lawn up session is real. I don't know. But happy fall.
So I think that's a good place to sum up this. You're going to take me to therapy to deprogram me for being a basic bitch, ergo become more manly. I'm going to teach you how to cut your grass, ergo become more manly. So is that the goal, that we both just become like better dudes?
Yeah, let's go for that. Sure, I'll be a better dude. I don't mind. I'm already
we have to be open
consider
to all that
myself like a I don't know, alpha female in some ways.
Most Karens think they're alpha females.
How dare you? That is crossing a line.
I think in the next episode, we're going to do a Karen quiz and we're going to see where you fall on the scale.
You know, I am not, because anytime I've ever been mean to somebody, I come back and say I fully was an asshole and I own all the stupid shit I do. Mm-hmm. So I am not a Karen.
No, it's okay. I have a quiz. I'll find one. All
right. I'll look forward to taking your stupid quiz. With your you're probably going to have worse math than me. So
it will be so official.
It'll be fine.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, tune in next time where I take the Karen quiz and we see what happens.
Tune in next time where Carol fails the Karen quiz.
It's Carol, not Karen.
Yeah, I think it's Carol. But when you moved out to the Midwest, you started to pretend you had this speech affect. Carol, you just adopted it.
No, listen, you are so 100% right, because depending on where I travel to, my name changes, because you are on the East Coast where I'm from. Carol is how everyone says my name, but I moved here. And even when I introduced myself as Carol stuck with everybody. And so I've been here 15 years or so now. And Carol's just, I've actually started saying my own name different because that's how everyone says it here.
It doesn't. But
if I spend a week in Philly, I'm Carol. It's not even conscious. It's like just happens.
You assimilated if you move somewhere, want to say your name.
If you move somewhere, your accent would change. I swear to God. And Steve can only be said one way. You're not going to be Steve, or you're not going to be something else. I can't even make it up.
We're all from Delco, so we got that Delco accent.
Got that Delco, Tina.
Delco swag.
Yeah. Oh my God, what's her name? Tina. Who's the chick from Delco that's on SNL? Tina Fey. Yes, I couldn't think of her last name.
Yeah, she's from Upper Darby, which is the northern part of Delco. Yeah.
Her skits on Delco. We should
on the
do
Facebook
one time. We should
Delco page. They have like all the different school counties, so you can see like where everything is in Delco.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time where we talk about not being a Karen. And thanks. Oh, and follow us, like us, stalk us on all the socials, and find us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all the stuff. So thanks. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.